We had a family home for over 100 years. And then in the year 2000, the house had to be sold. In other words, it was my great-grandparents' house, the house that my grandmother grew up in, the house that my grandparents were married in, the house that I had been in from the time I was the time I was conceived. My birth announcement was here. My sisters were staying here, and they're like, "You have a sister?" So this house is really important to us. We lost it because it had to be sold to take care of my aging great aunt and uncle, and my mother had to sell it. So it became available in late 2019, just a handful of months after my mother had passed away. My mother was obsessed with this house, very sad that it had to be sold. She was the one who had to clean the whole thing out, set up the auction and all that. But I wanted to show you today, right now, something super interesting. So we ended up walking back into this house, not knowing. I ended up buying it back, thank goodness. But I want to show you something in the basement, because when we came into this house, there were so many things that were still here, even though somebody lived in it for a good 20 years. But I want to show you this thing in the basement. There's several things in the basement, but I want to show you this one special thing that made me go, whoa, we need to get this house back. Okay, so this is the basement. First, I'm going to show you a bunch of things that we found before I'm just going to show you the main thing. For example, that was there. All this paneling was put in by my Uncle Amo. Okay, so we came here. It was really dark at the time. I had to start some lights. Family name on here. Family bumper stickers. They liked Reagan, etc. My uncle's workbench. Look. I think, is that Betty Grable? I don't think it's Betty Grable, but Nixon. All of these little signs. Uncle Amo's speaker. And these signs, the wine cellar. And then what was so cool is that, well, let me show you this room. Quick, for those of you who have been supporting my videos for a while, Hot for History and all the history content, one way that you can help and support me, and believe me, I'm getting to the punchline regarding this video in a second, is that you can click through the description and help in a couple of ways. Please subscribe, share, tell your friends about the videos. Also, if you know of anybody or any situation that can help us with this house financially and just in man hours of labor, that's great. But also, I have a product line that I'm connected with, which is KBeauty. It's called Riman. If you look at my skin, I have really great skin because I've been using this natural skincare. So just click through and just change your skincare or your shampoos over to that, and that will help me and my husband and those of us who are working in this house to help support this channel. So on to the content so I can tell you the story a little bit more and show you what I was talking about. That's where they would develop film, but they also called it, that was where they developed film, but they also called it a wine cellar. And on the door is my grandmother's name, my great uncle's name, and a sign that says "Do not enter." When the light is on, it's the dark room. But that's not, I'm going to show you the most amazing thing. All of little Uncle Amo's little things, that's from like the 1940s. Even this, look at that. And then this right here is pretty cool. Okay, and then there's the sign that says Hobo Jungle. It's either that they played down here as kids and that's what they put up, or literally there were hobos coming down here, which we think might have been the case. Look at that. This is a bloodletting desk from my great grandmother. And then it's kind of creepy, but cool. I have spider webs all over me. This is from my Aunt Hilda. The dump. Excuse it. Looks after something. It's looks. After holidays, I hope we can, I don't know, she wants to throw it in the garbage. But then, ready? Oh my gosh. This isn't even the thing, although this is pretty creepy too. My Aunt Carol painted these things. My Aunt Carol painted these. This was behind the door. It's like, I mean, it's really like a museum down here. Hold on, I'm going to show you a couple of other things, and I'm going to show you the thing. Okay, look, even like the, the little etchings. There was artwork here. Okay, I'm going to show you something in a second. Still, there's like all kinds of stuff down here. Like, oh my gosh, so many spider. I have to clean it out for this. Look at that. That sink. As if that's not enough, I'm going to show you one more thing, and then I'll show you the thing. This one might scare you a little bit. Hold on. Okay, I'm not sure if you can see this. I found this like 2 years after we were here. When in need, scream help. Here's the thing. We loved this basement. This basement was where we would come down for movies and stuff, so it doesn't creep us out, but like people who walked through this house were like, oh, hell no. So let me just show you the thing. Let me show you the thingy thing. Hold on. Okay, I hope you can see this. This is a picture of my mom's first cousin in the middle, my Aunt Marie, and my Uncle Red. It's been tacked up there, most likely from, I don't know when my uncle would have put it up there, but a long time ago. Cousin Kent, which is my mother's first cousin, died in, I think, 1984, 85. He was just running in Oakland, California, and he just died in front of this Catholic school. He was only 35 years old, and he was just an amazing guy. He died, he was in great shape, by the way, and he died 14 months after Marie, who's also in the picture, which is his mother, my great aunt, who just was walking to the store, and she was looking at recipes in a shop and just keeled over and died. So they've been dead since at least 85. But the picture is still there. And in addition, my mom died in 2019 and always wanted to get back into this house. It was her dream to be able to get it back in the family. Like I said, the house was somebody else's for 20 years. It was in our family for 100. And then it unexpectedly became available after my mother passed away and after I said a prayer out there. So the last person to close the door from my family was my mother on this house. Very sad that she had to sell it. She was very sad that she had to sell it. And then we came by to pray, and I put my feet on the land, and I just declared, thank you, God, for this ancestral home of ours. Bless it, bless the people in it. Thank you, God, for what it is, and never thinking I would be back in this house. So fast forward, when we went through the walk and we saw all those things, and there were so many more things. You can look back at some of my videos, so many more things. I was like, you know what? Let's entertain buying it. And so in 2020, bought it back. I was the first person in the family to be able to put my hand on that door and open it after she closed it in the year 2001. So the journey continues. We are really seeking out ways to renovate certain things, and we're going to leave many things as is, maybe clean it up a little bit. We can finally do the renovation. My husband and I are seriously considering being here full time so we can honor this home. We need help. We need as many followers, sponsors, maybe some construction or carpentry sponsors to get some of this work done. But have you ever seen anything like that? Like, imagine walking into a home that you loved so much that was your great-grandparents and finding things of your past. It's amazing. We have big plans for this house, and it's been an amazing thing. Please subscribe.